Back to the daily grind, and y'all know we gotta talk about this. But before we do, make sure you hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Former UFC middleweight champion Rashad Evans is returning to the light heavyweight division against Anthony Smith at UFC 225. We know Yoel Romero is going to be fighting Robert Whittaker in a rematch in the main event in UFC 225. CM Punk's confirmed for this card. We got Carla Esparza versus Claudia Gadelha. UFC 225 is going to be a fun card, but Rashad Evans versus Anthony Smith seems like great matchmaking to me. Because I don't know who's going to win this fight. I mean, Anthony Smith was on a 3-fight losing streak before. Actually, I'm sorry. That's Rashad Evans, who's on a 4-fight losing streak. Anthony Smith was on a 3-fight winning streak before losing to Thiago Santos most recently. But in the Anthony Smith's, in his most recent of those 2 wins, he was losing the fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the fight metrics on UFC.com, Anthony Smith was like losing 2 of his last 3 fights, and then he ended up getting the finish in the 3rd round and knocking the guy out. Now he fought Thiago Santos most recently, and Thiago Santos ended up winning the fight. But Anthony Smith still, man, you know what I'm saying? They're both of these guys, if I'm not mistaken, are going up to the 205-pound division from middleweight. Kind of, reminds me of Michael Bisping versus Luke Rockhold. They're middleweights, but they're both talking about going up to 205 and fighting each other. Like, hey, let's just fight at 205 and not cut weight. Fuck it, it is what it is. So I think that's what's going on here with Rashad Evans and Anthony Smith. Now, Rashad Evans, former middleweight champion, I got to admit, I've never been excited when I heard one of his fight announcements. I keep my eye on him. But, man, I've told you guys this story before. Back in the day when I was in high school and we used to go to fucking Buffalo Wild Wings and watch the fights. And the Ultimate Fighter, Rampage versus Rashad, the most hyphy season ever. We didn't even watch the UFC. We're fucking casual. But we were watching that season, the build up to the fight. And then it ended up just being one of the most boring fights we had seen in a long time, and as casual fans back in the day. So, that I think that's the thing with a lot of people that have a, wrestling heavy attack. But the thing about this fight though is Anthony Smith. He's an exciting fighter. He gets into wars. He's going to come to bring it. So, I mean, Rashad Evans is probably going to be trying to take him down and, for sure secure the win. I don't think Rashad Evans is going to be trying to entertain the fans. He just needs a W. As I said, he's on a 4-fight losing streak. He lost 2 fights at light heavyweight, moved down to middleweight, lost a split decision to Daniel Kelly. Then he lost most recently, I believe, to Sam Alvey. So Rashad Evans just needs to win here. If he can get a takedown and smother Anthony Smith and just get the W, I'm sure he'll do that. But at the same time, Anthony Smith has been down in some of his recent fights, or you know what I'm saying, and came out and got the 3rd round KO. So to me, it's great matchmaking. I don't know who's going to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? This UFC 225, we're about to have UFC 223 in like a month from now. So we still got time before this fight card. But fun fight added to UFC 225. Already fun card. I don't know if you would call the card stacked as much as you would just call it fun. Robert Whittaker versus Yoel Romero. It's a fun fight. We've seen it kind of recently. Robert Whittaker injured his leg in the fight, still won the fight. CM Punk's on the card. That's fun. Carla Esparza versus Claudia Gadelha, that's an actually good fight, but it's also very fun. They got a bit of rivalry going into that fight. And then Rashad Evans versus Anthony Smith. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not for title contention or anything like that, but it's a fun fight. So, hey, I'm not mad at the booking. With that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOG.